Welcome back, junior physical scientist. Remember when we mixed baking soda and vinegar in an open beaker? It fizzed, it bubbled, and when it was done, something strange happened. The mass decreased. At first, that didn't make sense, but then we figured it out. The mass didn't disappear. It turned into carbon dioxide gas and floated away. The atoms were still there, they just escaped into the air. That's how we discovered the law of conservation of matter. Matter isn't created or destroyed during a chemical reaction. It just changes form. But if matter isn't lost, can we prove it? Today, we're taking that same reaction and sealing everything inside so nothing can get in or out. If the gas can't escape this time, what do you think will happen to the mass? Today, we'll explore how matter moves through a system and use data to show what's really happening during the chemical reaction. Let's get started. So, why are we sealing everything inside today? What's the point? Well, when scientists want to understand how matter changes during a chemical reaction, they don't just look at what's bubbling or changing color. They think about the whole setup. They call that setup a system. A system is just a group of parts that work together. It can be simple, like a beaker and some baking soda, or more complex, like a rocket, a soda can, or even your body. To figure out what's changing, scientists look at the system as a whole. What's going in, what's coming out, and what's staying inside. If steam or gas can escape, even a little, that's an open system. An open system lets any kind of matter move in or out of it. But what if matter can't move in or out of it? What do you think that's called? That's called a closed system. Everything stays trapped inside. Let's go back to our earlier experiment. We mixed baking soda and vinegar in an open beaker. It bubbled, gas formed, and then the mass dropped. Why? Because gas escaped into the air. That setup was an open system. Some matter left. Let's consider a different example. Picture two pots on a stove. One has a tight-fitting lid and the other is uncovered. Which pot lets steam escape and which one doesn't? The uncovered pot lets steam escape and the one with the lid doesn't. This is how scientists think about systems, by asking what stays inside and what escapes. But what if the lid is just resting on top, not tightly sealed? Could steam still sneak out? Yes, even a tiny gap can let matter escape. And if any matter leaves the system, even just a little bit, it's an open system. We call a system closed only when nothing can get in or out. Everything stays trapped inside. Why do you think scientists use closed systems? Why might it be important to make sure nothing escapes when studying how matter changes? Pause the video and jot down your ideas. If you said to be sure nothing was lost, you're on the right track. A closed system lets scientists test whether matter is truly conserved because everything stays inside. Let's test the law of conservation of matter using a closed system where nothing can enter or leave. Here's our setup. We're using the same ingredients as before, vinegar and baking soda, but this time we've left out the water and dye. To make the container a closed system, we'll be attaching a balloon to the top to catch any escaping gases. We measured about 60 milliliters of vinegar, which weighs about 60 grams, and added 2 teaspoons of baking soda, which weighs about 11.4 grams. That gives us a starting mass of around 71.4 grams. When we did this experiment before, the mass dropped when gas escaped. This time, everything is sealed inside. What do you think the mass will be after the reaction? Will it go up, go down, or stay exactly the same? Pause the video and jot down your prediction. We've already poured the vinegar into the bottle. The baking soda is sitting inside the balloon, carefully positioned over the mouth of the bottle. The ingredients are still separate, so the reaction hasn't started yet. What do you expect to happen when we flip the balloon? Let's find out. Whoa! Look at that bubbling! And the balloon is inflating. That bubbling means gas is forming inside. And here's the key. None of it is escaping. But why? Since this is a closed system, nothing can enter or escape it. What made the balloon inflate? Since we started with vinegar and baking soda, when they react, their atoms break apart and rearrange to form something new, carbon dioxide gas, or CO2. That gas fills the balloon not because atoms disappeared, but because they found new partners. Let's find out what happened with the mass. We started with 71.4 grams, and now, after the reaction, it's still 71.4 grams. No change at all. Why do you think that happened? Pause the video and jot down your thoughts. None of the matter was lost. Even though the substances look different, every atom that was there at the start is still there now, just rearranged into new products. That's the power of a closed system. It lets us prove that matter isn't created or destroyed during a chemical reaction. It just changes form. Let's think bigger. Why do closed systems matter in the world around us? Imagine a space station. Out in space, there's no air or water to grab from outside. Everything astronauts need, air, water, and food, has to stay inside the space station. It's a carefully controlled closed system. Or think about food packaging. Some snacks are sealed in airtight bags. Why? That's because a closed system keeps moisture out, traps gases inside, and helps the food stay fresh. Or picture something as simple as a snow globe. Once it's sealed, no water or glitter can get in or out. When you shake it, everything moves around inside, but nothing gets in or out. That's a closed system too. And that's the power of a closed system. It helps us understand, protect, and predict the world around us. Great work! Today, we compared an open and closed version of the same reaction and explored why closed systems matter in science and in the real world. Be sure to complete the additional activities and online practice included with this lesson. In our next lesson, we'll explore reactions that don't just change matter, they change temperature too. And remember, junior physical scientists, the world is full of mysteries. Stay curious, keep exploring, and unlock the wonders around you. See you next time at the Institute of Physical Phenomena. Hey.